First of all, I would like to say a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of my many friends. Also to my many enemies, happy 2019. I'd like to greet you with Happy New Year. I hope that everyone had a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful Hanukkah, a wonderful Kwanzaa, and I hope so far, even though, we're only a few days in, hopefully everybody is having a happy new year thus far. I would like to also thank all of you all who are tuning in, all of my many subscribers, even some of you all who stopped by. Thank you for coming by the channel. I really appreciate it. It's very much appreciated from my heart to yours. Okay, so this is a new year, new season for Roosevelt Sounds Off here in 2019. I'm almost up to 300 subscribers. And one thing about it is when I get to 300 subscribers, I have a special surprise for all of you when I reach 300 subscribers. So hopefully people who see this video who are not subscribed, that you will subscribe to the channel and that you will share, comment, share, whatever, whether you agree, whether you don't. Comment, share. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to get into this story, kicking this off for the year 2019. I was going through Facebook feed tonight, and I saw a Facebook live video of a young lady named Yakaya Guillaume. And I looked on her Facebook page, and I believe that she's from Mesquite, Texas. And her sons, along with her nephews, a couple of days ago, were going into a local Krogger's, and I guess they had bought some snacks and all of that stuff, potato chips, popcorn, peanuts, and cookies, all the kind of stuff that kids like to eat, because the children are still out for Christmas break, because they don't go back to school until Monday, so they still gotta one good last weekend left of play in them. And, so she said that they were going to go home, get these snacks, go to the store. Let me stay in order. Go to the store, get these snacks, and go home and play the video game or whatever. Because, they're off for Christmas vacation. And they had got whatever they were going to get. And after they had paid for whatever they were going to pay for, not them, but the stupid manager decided to call the police on them. And even though they didn't steal anything, the manager, who looked like white Caucasian to me in the video, you're gonna see it, because I'm gonna tell you what I think about this whole thing. And then, because these clips are kind of long, or these Facebook Live videos are kind of long, I am gonna show these after my part here. But I'm gonna give my part first, and then you all can go and look at what happened, and then you're going to look at a couple of one or two videos that were taken when she was trying to talk to the manager, Miss Mendez, to try to solve the issue. Now, he had called the police on them, trying to accuse them of stealing. And he was so ashamed, I guess, because he made a mistake, because these boys did not steal. They actually got whatever they were going to get, and stood by the counter and actually paid for whatever it was that they were going to pay for. But the police coming in, don't hardly even know the situation, going off of the words of this particular manager. And even though these boys didn't do anything wrong, the police still criminally trespassed them from the property, even though they didn't do anything wrong. Now, I think that that's completely out of line. I really do. And it's a shame that we are in a new year. Just came into 2019 a few days ago, but already the evil, corrupt head of racism has reared its ugly head yet again. White people calling the police on black boys. Now fast forward to what happened the next day. This mother, because she said that she's a mother first, Miss Yakaya actually went to go talk to Miss Mendez. And then I guess she recorded, certain things that, Miss Mendez said. Because I do have two recordings of her. Because, Miss Mendez tried to walk away from the camera, I guess, because Yakaya was recording. Because, a whole lot of, if you know what? I hate that, all of you all, who own stores and everything, and you go and you do wrong or you do somebody else wrong, instead of owning up to your wrong and actually admitting what might have happened could have been wrong, and somebody might be videotaping you at the time, you get offended and act like the person is doing something wrong by videotaping you in a public place. But the thing is, if you or your management or whoever would just go and do right, then you would never have to worry about somebody videotaping you. We videotape and grab our smartphones because it's when you have a smartphone in your hand and you start recording, that's your actual evidence to show what you did and what they did, whether you're in a store, whether you're being accused of something, even whether you're being stopped by police or harassed by police. If you get it on smartphone video, that's your proof right there. Because you can never depend on the cop to come into the courtroom and tell the truth. You can never depend on a store manager to come and rectify a situation and tell the truth. And the only thing that this mother, Miss Yakaya, was looking for was just nothing but a simple apology. But she decided to walk away from her because she was, quote unquote, recording her. And I'm pretty sure Miss Mendez knew what this man had done the day before, because let me say for the record, Miss Mendez was not there the day that this particular store manager called the police on the boys. But only thing Miss Mendez said that there were some boys in there, I guess, who caused problems in the store a few days before, might have took a few things or whatever it was. So the police told them to call the police and criminally trespass any boys who looked like the ones who stole or who caused the problem. Not to say that they did anything now, but just because of what they looked like, even if they looked like the boys. In other words, she was trying to say without saying it, call the police, or the police told her to call the police on young black boys entering that store. Because clearly, these boys, they were with their mother. They were just trying to get something for Christmas break. Because they just wanted to just relax, just some snacks. And the mother says that she goes in there all of the time and does shopping and all of that. She said the other day she went in there and spent like maybe $200 and nothing but snacks. That didn't even count her main shopping. It's a shame that we got to still deal with these situations in now 2019. But I have reached out to Miss Yakaya. Hopefully she'll get back to me, because I'm looking for possibly on camera, or maybe like a phone interview with her. And if she reaches out back to me, then yes, I will have her on as a guest, and we'll bring that to you, at least, bring her side and everything of it. And tonight, I looked at her Facebook page that she was supposed to be a guest on Channel 8, I guess that's the channel of the news down in Mesquite, Texas, where she's going to be talking about the whole situation. And she said that she actually raised her boys not to see color. This is something that she said. She raised her young men not to see color. But she said after this particular incident could scar them for the rest of their lives. Now, I can't speak on what Miss Yakaya did and how she might raise her children, but this is me. This is Roosevelt Slaughter talking to you now. I believe that if I had children, which of course I don't, but I got godchildren, and I still talk to them like a father. I teach mine how to see color. I let them know all the time, especially my godson, that you black, and you better know that you're black. And there's some people who are going to take things out on you and do things, even the police in your neighborhood are going to be much harder on you just because you're black. I talked recently in one of the videos that I did a few weeks ago about how my godson had a victory in court over 2 officers who tried to lie on him and say that he was someplace he shouldn't have been and pulled him over and searched him illegally, Officer Hernandez and Officer David, in the neighborhood of the west side of Chicago, and they patrol the area right around Douglas and Kedzie. We in this country who are black and people of color, even though we sing that song, We Shall Overcome, as you see by Miss Yakaya's case, we have not overcome yet. And at this point, especially with who's in the White House, number 45, I don't believe it will ever get any better. I don't believe that we will ever overcome the problems it is that we have. Because this man being in the White House has actually emboldened white people and racist people to call the police on black people for doing extraordinary things. Like calling the police on these boys, and the only thing that they were doing is shopping, not doing anything wrong. They just think that just because they had some problems with some boys a few days ago because they stole or caused a problem in the store, that you call the police on every single black boy. You know, white people calling the police, like I said, on the 2 of the brothers that were in Starbucks. Or the white man Adam Bloom calling the police on Jasmine Edwards, all because Jasmine Edwards just wanted to use her neighborhood pool. Then, you know, you had the white woman who called the police on the young black girl just trying to sell water, just to raise money, just to go on a Walt Disney World trip. You know, so she wasn't just asking anybody for handouts or anything like that, or expecting something for nothing. She was actually out there trying to work, trying to raise money. So it shows that she had the entrepreneurial spirit. I mean, it's just too many of these cases that we saw in 2018. So it's a shame that we got to see it again coming into 2019. It's a shame. It's disgraceful. In this, Miss Mendez, instead of mentioning and admitting that her manager, whoever he was, could have been wrong, she decided to get offended because she was being recorded on Facebook Live. But if you go and you do the right thing, if you see a problem, then you rectify the problem. You solve the problem. You don't just go add fuel to the fire. But this is what's happening in this country now. It's a shame that we got to start the year off just like this. That we still have to fight for our lives. I mean, it happened again, even in the state of Texas, where a white supremacist decided to fire into a black family's car and kill a 7-year-old girl last weekend. This is a shame. What kind of climate that we are living in this country? I mean, we're oppressed and depressed all day and all night long in this country. And the only thing I wish in 2019, I hope for prosperity, I hope for peace, and I hope for an end to these kind of stories that I have to report. Sometimes it almost grieves me to have to report these kind of stories. But this is what is happening. So I feel it's my duty to bring it to the people because, yes, this was an injustice. How do you get the police call on you and then the police go right along with it? You know, one white cop and, of course, one black cop. Not trying to figure out what was going on, not knowing what is happening. This went in to go and try to criminally trespass these boys, all because the manager lied on them and called the police on them. For nothing. When they were not stealing, were not doing anything wrong. That is an injustice. So I hope everybody will watch this video, make this video go viral. And right now, that's where I'm going to end my part. And I hope that if anybody liked this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And so tune in next time for another episode of Roosevelt Sounds Off. Stay tuned for these 3 clips I'm going to bring you. The first one is the day of the manager calling the police on the young men. And he acts like he's so ashamed, especially when she goes on Facebook Live. He decides to go and run like a little pussy, you know, back into the back office somewhere. Oh, he even goes as far as to take off his name tag, y'all, for real. And then the next video clip is going to be of her talking to Miss Mendez. Of course, Miss Mendez at the time, I don't think she knows she's recording her. And then she's going to wrap it up by doing a Facebook Live when she's asked to, you know, leave the store. She gets in her car and goes home. So you're going to hear from the woman herself, Yakaya Guillaume. So with that, I would like to say Happy New Year. Thank everybody for tuning in. And stay tuned for these clips. Until next time, this is Roosevelt. Peace and blessings to all.
We're at the Kroger on Faith and P. Lucas. My boys came in to buy snacks, you guys. Snacks. They haven't been to the... Let me show y'all the snacks.
We refunding it now. We refunding it. We got all the money. We ain't got to steal from nobody, bro. We getting the money back now.
I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. I don't use live. But I'm going to use it tonight. They bought all of this. They're currently getting refunded, y'all. Refunded. Refunded. Because this man... This man called the police on my sons for coming in the store to buy snacks at the Kroger on Faith and P. Lucas. This is sad. The very thing that I told my boys they didn't have to worry about, this is what they have to worry about in our own neighborhood. He wouldn't block his face, but he blocking his face. I got them. The boys are fine. Everybody fine. We leaving the store. We getting our refund. And this is the manager that called the police on a group of boys that came in to buy snacks and go back home to play the video games for Christmas break. Oh, we going viral tonight, honey. You got the right one. He said Miss Mendez, the store manager, told him to call the police.
Well, no, because now they said that they told them to handle it, and that's how they handled it here.
That's okay. Well, he said Miss Mendez told him.
I don't think the police are...
Mendez or the police?
They're under the management's orders.
Yeah. That's okay.
He has to. I couldn't give him his money.
I can sign it.
It's too late. It is okay.
Where is it at? Where the money at?
He got his money back. He got his money back.
Everybody get their money back?
Yeah, I know who's trying to get mine now.
Okay. This is the manager. He's running now. Making him famous tonight. I am thoroughly upset and will never ever patronize this Kroger again. Just came in here day before yesterday and spent over $200 on snacks. Just on snacks. Not even my main groceries. I buy main groceries on Sundays. Never will I patronize this. All those prescriptions from that pharmacy will be transferred back to the Walgreens. They just lost good customers. All because of some assumptions for some little black boys that came in to buy snacks so they can go back home and play video games. Now he leaving these two workers out here to feel the wrath while he done ran in the back. And the police are outside because the boys came in to buy raspberry lemonade, chips, cookies, stuff like that. This is absolutely sad. The Faith and P. Lucas Kroger. Yep, we're going viral tonight. Just wait till I get done calling corporate about this. These babies literally came in this store. They don't have backpacks. They just came in the store to buy snacks. That's it. They came to buy cookies and chips and all the stuff that they done already ate up at my house. That's what they came to buy more of. Just snacks. and they walk in the store, and after they've paid for their stuff, the manager decides to call the police.
He probably ran our neighbors or something. I ain't got nothing on my background. They've been on the thing the whole time. Where they come from?
So now here we back with the police, and we're probably getting some criminal trespass. They can't. Oh, you don't even have to, because they won't be back to this store at all.
Zaylan? Yeah.
Criminal trespass on a 16-year-old. Can't come back to the store. Officer Parker, and this is okay. Zavarian is over there. No, you're not signing nothing. He's not signing nothing. You don't sign. We're not signing anything.
Okay, Floyd. That's Floyd. And Burton Ray. Ray.
Nobody's signing anything.
I'm sorry?
No, you can come, Shay, because these involve. But I got, I got it. All of these are my cubs, my nephews, and my sons. This is crazy.
Okay. I see your picture right here on the end.
2 college boys.
Shawan, here's me. Step over here, man. I'm gonna explain the same thing to you.
This is crazy.
You not come back here.
Give me 1 second. I get those comments.
Come back. Okay, I understand. You ain't gotta worry about that. Okay?
Yep, we'll not.
Come
We
back
won't be.
within 1 year, you'll be arrested. All right.
They won't be back.
All right.
And for y'all to condone this is crazy.
They said we spread it out, but we all walked.
And he done ran to the back.
Sit tight. Y'all gonna have y'all copy these. Y'all need it.
You can take the camera. We went right there. We went right there. We have to go, kid. So can you just give us
No,
a copy?
can you be quiet?
Walked over there.
We got it. We good. This is sad. The Kroger on Faith and P. Lucas called the police.
They're videotaping us, man.
You gotta step out here and sign it.
I'm not gonna do this. You come out here and sign it.
See, you see, he doesn't want to because he know he.
He ain't gonna be valid unless you sign them.
I can't make her leave. I can't make her leave. I cannot make her leave. You can step out here and sign these, or we're not gonna go through with this. Okay?
Thank you so much. He took his name tag off and everything. Y'all get a good look at him. Get a good look at him.
Hey, sign him.
Get a good look at him. Oh, he's mad now.
Of course I'm mad. I don't like to be called names by somebody that didn't know anything.
You called the police on some little young black boys that came to buy snacks. You waited until they bought their snacks. That was real nice of you. Criminal trespass because they can't come back to the store and buy snacks. You rather lose customers than to apologize for your mistake. It is your mistake, and now you're famous. Your corporate office is gonna know. Everybody's gonna know. We know you don't care. You can't even look at these boys and apologize. You waited until they spent their money. You waited until they spent their money and called the police on them. You are disgusting. Disgusting. And now you're gonna be famous, honey. You wanted to be famous, now you're famous. You wanted to show your power and authority, so show it now. Bet you feel real big. Look at him, y'all. Run back in there and hide. Yes, I'm gonna make you famous tonight, buddy. I just look like this.
Can I get my ID?
She has it.
Oh, Mama, I'm sorry. Officer Parker, I'm not upset with you.
Okay.
But you understand that was wrong. Let's be real. No,
I gotta do my job, okay?
no, that was wrong. These babies didn't do nothing.
Okay, that was free to go. That was free to go. Appreciate y'all cooperating.
Going to the shop or what?
Come on.
That's crazy.
Faith and P. Lucas, Krogger, y'all. Krogger in Mesquite, Texas. These babies absolutely did not do anything. No, it's got to be something for me to come out the house like this. This is ridiculous. These kids did not deserve this. But when I get done, When I get done, come, Shay, come, wait, y'all, because your mama on her way. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. They called the police after the boys bought their food. You not the right color. You not the right color. Oh, it's not over. When I get done with them, when I get done with corporate, after they had purchased their items, you guys, after they had purchased their items with their Christmas money, do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? The very thing we sit and talk to our boys about that we pray don't happen to our sons. My babies can't even go to the store in their own neighborhood. In their own neighborhood. This is wrong on so many levels. Do you know how panicked my child was? Oh, but God. Oh, I just look like this, baby. Oh, I just look like this.
Mama, I think we gotta get off the property.
No, we ain't got to do nothing.
Mama, we trespass. We have to get off.
I'm waiting on somebody. I can't get off the property and I'm waiting on somebody. This is so wrong. The Faith and P. Lucas Krogger, y'all, they called the police after the boys had bought chips, cookies, and drinks.
With their mama right there.
Well, I was waiting for my sister. She here. Oh, wait till we get done. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. Let me call you right back. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you aware what happened last night?
Briefly.
Briefly?
Yeah, because I wasn't here, so I got a phone call last night.
You got a phone call from who?
My assistant,
Your assistant manager. What's his name?
Mark
Mark.
Einsteiner. You should have it on there.
Is this his name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, how do we rectify this situation?
Well, all I can say is I don't know what kids were in here yesterday, so I can't speak on that. Yes,
You can
do
look
I
at
have...
video though, right?
Correct, but it's not going to give me a really, really good, like facial on that as to
Yeah,
who it was.
no. Yeah, I don't expect you to know who the kids
Yeah,
are.
so...
But you can look at the situation.
Correct.
Okay.
But I will say that, we were informed by the police or whatever that, if these individuals, the kids that we have that have been in here, whether they've been disruptive, because I've had some that have been knocking stuff down. I'm not necessarily saying it's your child, because I don't know. I was not here. I don't know what kids, were here yesterday evening.
Okay.
But it was so that way we would issue a criminal trespass, so that way they wouldn't be coming back into the store because of whether it was their theft or their destructive behavior inside the store.
Okay.
So
let's talk about what they did last night.
called and had criminal trespasses against them. That's
Yeah,
the only thing
what-
I don't know. I don't know what else took place other than criminal trespasses were put on for
Right.
individuals.
So what did he tell you he called them for, the police for? What did he say that my sons were doing?
He didn't tell me any of that. All I know is that they were issued criminal trespasses.
Right.
Because the police had said that if, for whatever reason, if the kids came back,
If the kids that had previously done that. Right?
correct,
Okay.
and or any of the other ones that have been coming in, whether it's stealing, disruptive, or anything like that, and we don't want them on the property, then we can issue them a criminal
So-
trespass, even without them doing anything at that particular day. Correct.
That's what the police told you?
Correct. So
Okay. Can you write your name and information down?
Mhm.
Because here's my thing. They came in last night. They went to the juice section. They picked up juice, chips, cookies, and everything else. They came to your register and purchased the items. They didn't tear anything up. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't steal anything. He waited until they purchased. It was your cashier that told the boys, hey, he just went to go call the police on you guys.
okay.
As they were leaving, that's when the police came. They didn't do anything. How do we rectify that situation?
There's nothing that I can really do because
There's nothing that you can do. You don't feel like that was wrong?
ma'am, like I said, we're also following based on the police, like instructions.
But I'm
So-
asking you,
Correct.
as the store manager,
Correct.
do you feel like that was wrong?
I can't speak because I don't know what kids were
So
in here.
they were. Let's look at the cameras. Let's see what they did last night.
No. I can't speak on what kids were here.
Okay,
So no,
I'm not
it's
asking
not.
you to speak on that.
Okay,
I'm telling
so-
you the facts.
No.
The facts are that they didn't do anything last night.
Correct, and I'm not saying whether
Okay,
they did.
So why were the police called on them and a criminal trespass was placed on my sons after they purchased items in your store? Do you hear what I'm saying?
No. I understand.
Okay.
What I'm letting you know is that they did not. If we want to issue a criminal trespass on
On
somebody,
anyone for any reason, you can do that.
Correct.
Without them doing after
Correct.
after you've already taken their money.
Correct.
That's what you're telling me.
That's what the police informed us to do that particular day.
The
That
police,
if they were,
the police told you that if somebody walks in your store, makes a purchase, does absolutely nothing
on.
wrong, that
No,
you
no,
can
no,
call
no,
the
no.
police and do a criminal trespass.
if these kids, I didn't just say any random person, said if these kids and or other kids that have been doing these same items,
Okay,
whether
I'm not
they
talking
did,
about the past.
whether they no, but that's where it's coming from.
Okay.
So if they are the ones that
So
have
last
come in,
night, those young men didn't do anything.
but if they are the same individuals, which I don't know,
Okay.
if they are the same individuals from
Ms.
before.
Mendez, so last night, my sons did not do anything. They purchased items out of your store.
Okay.
What was the reason for the police being called on them? Not on the previous situation, Ms. Mendez. I'm specifically...
if it's
Ms.
going
Mendez?
based on previous.
Hello? The
Okay.
police told you to call,
If those same individuals
but
came
those
in,
were not the same
I
individuals.
can't speak on that.
So
because
let's
I
look
was
at the
not there.
cameras.
I can do so, but I wouldn't.
Okay, can you go look at the cameras?
But
Because you know how the individuals that look, right?
is there a contact information or anything that I can come in
Can
contact
we
with
look-
you about the situation? I can't look at cameras over here, so it would take time for me to be able to look at the situation. So, because I feel like you're recording me again, so I'm gonna walk off.
Yeah, I am. This is Miss Mendez. This is the Kroger on Faith and P. Lucas. Miss Mendez says that she calls the police on young individuals regardless if they made a purchase or not. She's walking away because she doesn't want to have a conversation. I just wanted a simple apology. She doesn't want to apologize. She's walked away and doesn't want to speak to me. So we're gonna leave the store now because I have the recording. I have her already recorded. I have the whole conversation recorded. But this is the Kroger on Faith and P. Lucas. This is what happened last night to my sons in this store. Yep. This is what happened. She doesn't want to talk. She walked off. She didn't want to try to rectify the situation. I'm cool. I'm cool, D. I got the video of her talking before I went live. I got the whole video. And now, now I'm taking it to another level. Now I'm going to reach out to whoever I can reach out to put this on blast because this was wrong. Okay, we can go. All right, guys. So y'all see, I tried to handle the situation like an adult. I tried to speak to the young lady. She doesn't, the manager, she doesn't want to talk. She said that any boys, just wait. I'm gonna post the video that I was recording when she first walked up because I couldn't go live. So I'll post that video in just a minute, you guys, so y'all can see exactly what she said. She literally said the police told her that if any boys come in that store that look like the boys that caused a disruption and stole some stuff, if they look like them, just call the police. That's what she said. And although my boys weren't doing anything wrong, they're gonna call the boys on all the black boys that walk in that Kroger That's what they're going to do. If you're a black boy, you're going to be called, the police are going to be called on you. If you're a black boy in Mesquite and you visit the Kroger on Faith and P. Lucas, the police are going to be called on you. That's what she said. And then she ran off. I got everybody's name now. I got everybody's name. I'm so livid right now. I am so livid because you cannot tell me that this is right. So I'll post the other video in just a moment, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for y'all support. I know everybody's not supporting the situation. I posted the video from last night in some groups that are around Mesquite, and some people are just like, oh, well, the police weren't called for nothing. Yes, they absolutely were. Because why would they be getting a refund then? They literally got their money back because they didn't want to spend money somewhere where their money was not wanted. Yeah, this happens. This happens in Mesquite. They're going to call the police on every little black boy that comes in that store. Her words. Period. Sad. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Sad, sad. Sad, sad, sad. But it's okay. Please share the video from last night, guys. That's all I can add. I don't even know how all of this works. I've seen stuff go viral. I've seen all of that. But this cannot happen where I live, where I lay my head, where I send my children to school, where my husband works, where I work. This can't happen in our community. That ain't right. How you gonna combat what I'm teaching my children? I'm teaching my children to not see color, to see people's heart, to see people for who they really are. Period, point blank. You gonna combat what I'm trying to teach my kids and teach them to see color? That's what y'all doing. That's what y'all doing. D ain't gotta inbox it. 469-432-7571. This happened in our community. I am beyond. Oh, my heart is broken. My heart is broken. But I at this point I just have to do what I need to do. We can go. Okay, hey mama. Yeah, I'm love you, sister. Thank you. I'm devastated. I don't even know what to say and what to do at this point. It's so unfortunate that you would feel it necessary to blame a whole group of young men for the mistakes of one young man just because of what they look like. They didn't do nothing wrong. They had already bought their items. They were leaving the store. They had been in the store for quite some time. They had walked and got juice and chips and cookies. They had walked and got everything that they needed. Everybody bought their own stuff. So 4 people were in line buying 3 or 4 more items apiece. But she didn't want to talk to the manager. The store manager. Y'all have to see. I had to put the video, my phone in my pocket because she was refusing to speak to me at first when I told her that I was recording. And then I had to cut it off and cut it back on. And then when I did that, I put it in my pocket so that y'all could at least hear the conversation. So I'm going to have to view the quality of the video to make sure you can hear at least. But she literally refused to speak to me because she didn't want to be recorded and she didn't want what she was saying. But she don't know. I already recorded her. I already recorded everything you said. And what you said was that the police told you to call the police on any young boys that come in the store, whether they're causing a disruption or not. Just call the police on them. To put a criminal trespass, whether they spent their money or not, to call the police on them. So he waited until they spent their money. Then he called the police to put a criminal trespass on them to not come back to the store. But they had committed no crime. They had done nothing wrong. Nothing. They had done nothing wrong. Y'all, I am a very sensitive person and I'm a very emotional person. And I try to be as objective as possible. My heart, I don't even know right now what to do because my heart is so broken. Because here's what people don't understand. This is what people don't understand, is that for the rest of my son's life, they are going to think about this situation. They are going to be looking over their shoulder for the rest of their life because of what they look like. Because of what they freaking look like. Because of what they look like, y'all. How is that right? How is that okay? And this is a Hispanic woman. This is a Hispanic woman. The store manager is a Hispanic woman. And every little black boy that comes in that store, you're going to call the police on them. No matter what they're doing, you're going to call the police on them. Because of what they look like. And you think that that is okay. You think that that is okay. That is not okay. That is not okay. I am pissed. I am pissed. I am pissed. I am pissed beyond the point of festivity. Excuse me, Mama Cynthia. I love you so very much. You know I would not normally say something like that in front of you, but I am mad. I am mad, y'all, because that ain't right. My sons, my nephews, they didn't deserve that last night. So, and then you can't even, as a human being, as a decent human being, you can't even have a conversation with me because you so fearful of your words being recorded because you know it's wrong. You know it was wrong. So I'll post the video in just a moment. I'm going to make sure that you guys can hear it. But I'm going to definitely post the video in just a moment of everything that she said. And how she said that the police told her that anybody that comes in there that looks like a young black boy to call the police. Well, she didn't say young black boy, so let me make sure I'm straight on that. She said that looks like the previous boys that had come in before. Any boys that come in that look like those previous boys, they're going to call the police on them, no matter if they've caused the disruption, no matter if they've paid their bill. They're going to call the police on them, and that's okay. I asked her, did she view the video from last night? She said no. She all she knew was that Mark, who's the manager from last night that took off his name tag, Mark called her last night and said that he put a criminal trespass on 4 boys. Oh, he was super proud of that. He didn't tell her why though, and nor did she inquire why. He didn't tell her why, nor did she inquire why. Ain't that about a blip? Yeah, so I'm gonna, again, I'm gonna look at the video and I'm about to post it. And I've already reached out to Krogger on Twitter and I'm trying to call I'm about to call the corporate office and we're just gonna see what can be done. Because all I asked her for, I told her I'm coming in here today to just get some simple clarity, to get some understanding, to understand why this happened to my sons last night. And possibly get an apology from him directly to those boys. Because what he doesn't realize is he impacted them for life. That's all I was trying to get. But you don't want to talk to me because you too busy worrying about being recorded because you know what you saying ain't right. So, yeah. Yeah. Let me make sure this video is of quality and y'all can hear, and then I'm going to share that video and we'll go from there. But I need everybody help because you can't do that to these kids. That is wrong. I thought about that, Yolanda. I don't want to do that. Because they dealing with that Jasmine baby, and that's way more important in this situation right now is what happened to that baby in Houston. But I love you too, Turner. I love you too. I definitely want some type of resolution. I want something to happen. So I don't know. My heart is broken though, y'all. I tell y'all that I haven't had no sleep. I haven't slept at all. I haven't slept because I can't. My son is, and he's just like, why? I got a 3.8 GPA, mama. I play football for the high school. I do community service. I work at Sonic. I don't get in no trouble. He said, but, and how do you explain that to your kids? How do you explain that somebody's going to automatically consider you a suspect without you being a suspect? I literally never thought it would happen. Not in Mesquite. Box Springs, maybe. But not in Mesquite. It happens here. It happens everywhere. It happens to your son, my son, our daughters. It happens. And it's ridiculous. And it needs to end. And I tried to hold back on this all night long. But it is racial profiling at its finest. It is racial profiling. It is discrimination against a group of young men that are African American. So what are you saying? That all African American young men are the same? I beg to differ. I have 7 children, 4 boys and 3 girls. 2 of those boys are in college. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I do. I beg to differ, y'all. So here, that's what it is. Miss Bridget, I'm about yeah, it is. It's sad. And I try not to get all in that political stuff, John, and all of that craziness, but that's exactly what it is. That's all that it is. It's the world that we live in. It's the environment that has been created by one person. And I don't know. Let me go so I can, because I'm really supposed to be working. So let me go so I can call corporate and figure out what's going to happen and what's going to go on, because this ain't okay. And all I wanted was an apology. All she had to do was have a conversation, but she was so busy worrying about being recorded. Don't worry about being recorded. Tell me why this happened and tell me what we can do to rectify it. I literally, let me show y'all the video. Let me go and show y'all the video. I'll talk to y'all in a minute.